Dave on the beat. But of course, man, we here once again.
Yep.
Live and direct from the kitchen DMV, downtown Silver Spring. Look, we got another legend, y'all. My man Malik.Dope, the drummer, you know what I'm saying? The dopest drummer out the DMV, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? You already know up top.
You already know, up top, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, up top? I like that.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. You already know. Happy to be here with the big bros, man. Doing it for the culture, man. Out here, man. Let's get it.
No doubt, bro. So let's take him back, man, to the very beginning, man. Like, what made you interested in being a percussionist, bro?
Yeah, just my roots from my parents and from the, the area that, that we from, DC. The African roots coming from, like, my father being a Rasta, my mother also being in the Rasta culture and community in D.C. My father was, like, the president, like, the Nyabingi Rasta chapter. They used to be drumming in their, like, Rasta church service type thing called the Nyabingi.
Y'all ever go to 16th Street and do the circles up every Sunday?
Yeah, that was my father.
The drum circles.
Yeah, that was my father.
My pops used to be going to, my pops played the drums too. So
Yeah.
that was like a thing for all percussionists in the city.
Yeah.
They go to Malcolm X Park.
Yeah.
Yes.
And off 16th
Yeah, I was
Street
raised there, bro.
play, you know what I mean?
I've been going there this past summer. I've been going there crazy, bro.
I was a little
I love it.
little kid, like, running around there. So that, and then my father also being, like, he was hanging with, like, Rare Essence in the beginning, like, Lil Benny and them crew. He from Wheeler Road, Linden, Poland. You know what I'm saying? So he was running with their crew and all that in the early go-go, like the tapes and all that. My mother, Uptown, Lee Droit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got best of both worlds, Uptown and Southside.
Definitely.
So that go-go mix, that African drum and dance, and then, marching band and all that came later. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Did you ever, like, get in trouble in school, beating on the desk and all that, this, that, and the third?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
First
saying?
I used to be on drawing, you know what I'm saying? I used to draw pictures and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then later on, like, when drumming came along, I'm banging on the rails and all that in high school. They on the intercom saying, yo, stop with those sticks.
So you had to be in the talent shows
Yeah.
early on, huh?
Not really.
Not really?
Nah.
So when did you first start, like, performing in front of people?
Well, it was before drumming. Like, I was in, like, dance crews. I was in something called Colors in elementary.
Okay.
I was in Kung Fu. We used to perform at Six Flags. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was, shout out to Dennis Brown, Shaolin Wushu Academy.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We was really out doing Kung Fu. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My man said Shaolin Wushu Academy.
I got some people don't know, but I got my first degree black belt in Shaolin Wushu Kung Fu. Did tournaments at the Capitol Classics at the MCI Center back in the day.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
That's what's up.
That was before the drumming and all that. That was when you're a kid, you finding yourself doing different stuff.
Yeah.
But it all plays a part. You see, I be on my ninja stuff with the drumming and all that I do. When I'm performing.
Did it play any part in your mentality?
Yeah.
While you're pursuing your drumming?
Yeah, that discipline of, like, just honing into something and focusing in, definitely did some. Because just that perseverance part just gets strengthening.
So let's take it to like Pure Lounge. 'Cause that's why I seen you performing. Moms come through in the van,
Yeah.
and drop you off. You know what I'm saying? Moms drop you off and pick you up. You know what I'm saying? In the van.
Was those your first biggest performances?
So Pure, I got it. How I started even with Pure, to answer, like, yes, like, in that time, because I wasn't 21 yet. You know what I'm saying? And Vaughn, the police officer, he used to work in the jump, black police officer.
Yeah.
I did his performance, his wedding party or something like that. That was, like, upstairs or something.
Yeah.
And that's how I, met him, and I met DJ.
Fonz already. Shout out to DJ Fonz, man.
Yeah, Fonz, man. DJ Fonz.
Shout out to DJ Fonz.
Yeah,
man.
so, like,
Yeah.
I met Fonz, and then I started seeing, like, what you had going on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And your Tuesday was my my first, like, break of, like, doing, like, a in club, like, venue performance. 'Cause I was street performing. Y'all all see me, like, out there right around the corner by the Black and Orange.
Yeah.
The black and orange. But your jump was where I got my feet wet in, like, the nightlife, and I felt like I was doing something because I wasn't 21 yet. But I was, like, cool because of my craft. So y'all rated me that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you, goddamn it.
Nah, definitely, bro. I remember Fat Trail wasn't 21 and he was getting in the drink too. You know what I'm saying? Because the talent just, like, made it the way as though the club owners was like, oh, him? oh nah, let him in. He's dope. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even care about like, you know, the people's coming in there. If they find them, they're shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they was doing that. You know what I mean? Giving people for the people that they did that with. Ironically, all of them blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You, Fat Trail. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, Wale too.
exactly. You know what I mean? You know, so it's a beautiful thing, man.
Nah,
so,
one more Lions paw for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so street performing and Pure Lounge. Now talk about like America's Best Talent, because the world seen you on that joint. 11 million views on the YouTube. Right. You know what I mean?
Crazy,
yeah, yo, that was definitely a major opportunity during COVID too, where stuff, you know, business could decline. You know what I'm saying? So to still have some win during that time, definitely was prayed up on that. But yeah, just the build up to that. You know, as you met me, every year after that I went viral every year.
Yeah,
and I built every year. And you know, drumming is one thing, right? But I had to brand it differently. You know, because if you spend your time trying to be the fastest rapper or the most barred up rapper, but you don't put the most time into being the most unique yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say your name. EXO, like I hate your name. Yeah. Is your name. You know, I don't hate them really comparing you to something. It just be like EXO used to do this. EXO did that. EXO does this. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way like I started seeing all y'all with different characters where I'm like, okay, yeah, I see how they got the energy. Y'all exchange energy with me. You know what I'm saying? Through the whole time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, really I had to brand myself better, you know, with not trying to be the best marching band drummer, because it's a whole world with that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With marching band and all that, and I was viral within that community, but after Howard, because I was drumming at Howard's Drumline before I was street performing, so you know I took it to the streets after that because the band was just a little dry to me. I reached my ceiling. They gave me my wings at that time.
Howard band.
Yeah, it was just like. Because, like, a lot of people don't come there. They come there for academics and stuff like that, and they come there for, like, the sports or something else. But the band, they be more orchestral, classical. You know, it'd be like dope jazz people, all types of stuff in there. Real, like, musicians that want to do it. But sometimes people just be, like, filling in a spot just because they got that scholarship for the band or whatever. So after a while, the energy just was like, all right, this ain't like North Carolina A&T or, like, where it's more intense. So
was you trying to say that? Because both my parents played in the band. You feel what I'm saying?
Which one?
So Howard.
Oh yeah.
every
no, Howard back then was like that.
I'm talking about like the
number
feeling,
one. Like
I'm talking about the feeling of being next to that band, and like these musicians really meant it when they coming down that field.
Yeah. And
like the mean mug, you had to have the mean mug. And you had to have that high step, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 80s
and then the percussion, like what Malik do, they stepping high.
Yeah, the tunnel.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like it meant something back then, bro.
Yeah, and it meant something when I was there too. I just had reached the ceiling because it's a newer generation even coming in. Like,
I seen a decline in it though, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, in the energy and in the interest in being like.
Yeah, it's just a different like generation of kids that are. You know, they come from wherever, so they pride is a line different. They just, you know,
was you like trying to talk to them?
I was there when Instagram was breaking off. You know what I'm saying? It was 2013, 2012. So Instagram just started popping off. You know,
was you trying to like get them to do like a little bit of modern records or something like that? Like do some modern vibes or something?
No, it was more like it just wasn't, the talent wasn't all there. Like the talent. You know, people were learning and getting better and stuff, and there was good people there in some years when I was there.
As far as challenging for you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Like,
I was
like creatively.
Because my background before that, I was in a go-go band. I was in a go-go band called Future Legends Band. You know what I'm saying? Back then, with Mike McLaren from Fully Loaded Band, my man G, who played for TCB now, and other Future Band. But yeah, I was in go-go band at first, so I'm used to like. We just cranking more, like turning up, you know what I'm saying? La Pearl, G's nightclub, you know, all these, you know, the old Jones, you know, and
right.
So then when I started leaving from around the way type energy going to Howard, it was a level up for me then because I started taking my drumming rudiments and all that. Well, start knowing what rudiments really were more than after like high school, you know. So after that, you know, it just really just had to like, I needed that turn up, that energy again. So that's why I started doing street performing. Like I I stopped going to band practice, they kind of kicked me out of the band. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, shout out Mr. Newsom though. I fuck with you. You know,
Man, it's cool.
definitely.
It's cool that you still keep it like that too, man. You still show
Yeah.
them love for that, and you recognize what it did teach you.
yeah, but I used to spend the night, like not spend the night, but basically my mother at that time was working at a law firm. You know what I'm saying? She would get off at 4 a.m. I used to trap on campus, like, because I never went there either. I never went there ever in my life. You know what I'm
You
saying?
didn't go to the school.
No,
Just to the band.
Yeah, I finessed it. You know what I'm saying? I had the talent.
that's how-
and
Hey, bro, that's crazy, bro.
I was in PG Community College and I had to give them the papers to show them that, but like college wasn't for me. I was like, I know what I want to do in this way, and I don't, you know, just had to certify myself the other way.
That's crazy, bro.
But,
because the energy down there in the fine arts building, you know, down in that basement, you know what I'm saying, where everybody practice that hallway, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's a lot of energy.
They got a picture of
down
me
that joint.
hung up down there now. Still.
Yeah, that's lit, man.
Still
Like,
from them
it's
years
history
then.
down that joint, bro. I was running around that joint when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, waiting for my peoples to get out of practice, and you know what I mean. Like I was getting babysat by like musicians and running around underneath the damn things and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely networked and still had good relationships with people from the time that I was there, and because I was doing gigs around there too. I was in Blackburn. I was all over there. Had to like finesse it, like, you know. But I'll be trapping out that junk. You know what I'm saying? Like in the drum room. You know what I'm saying? Like off the late night till my man's leave the door crack. Yeah, I was trapping that junk because I knew I really wanted to do this shit. And the other people when they left, you know, they got to do classwork or something, or they just not really tapped in with it for real. I was like, nah, I'm about to like use this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I rode my bike from Highsville all the way to practice.
Damn,
So fuck that.
from
man.
Highsville to
Yeah. Remember? From Brentwood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I used to live in Mount Range.
What's it called? Rhode Island Avenue.
Yeah, I used to ride the bike. You know, right from there.
Yeah.
Take the little path. You know, Michigan Avenue. All little. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, now I'm about to get my hours in. Fuck you talking about?
bro.
Man, that's determination, bro.
What was so? You mentioned that after you got bored of the band at Howard. Or after it didn't challenge you creatively.
Yeah, it turned me up, but I reached the ceiling and I had to graduate from there. So how the funny thing is how I really got into street performing first was in New Orleans. My mother, we would always go to New Orleans like for Mardi Gras, Essence Festival, or Jazz Festival and stuff. So the next year I'm like, nah, I'm taking my drum because I'm seeing everybody cleaning up. They just, I'm like, I could do that. They was cleaning up. I'm like, everybody cleaning up over there. So I took it down that year and just had my snare. It was like a little regular snare I used to use with go-go band practice. You know what I'm saying? I got to cranking on Canal Street. I was 19 years old. I made my first $200, you know what I'm saying, off of just playing the snare. You know, shawty was, you know, dudes come by, everybody was turned, you know, Canal Street, Bourbon Street right around the corner. Yeah. You know, shawty's shaking ass by the snare and shit. Like, dudes just like, I'm just playing like New Orleans bounce beats. Yeah. Like bounce, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they like bounce, all that stuff, right? Yeah. You know, so I was like, hold up. I'm about to go back to DC and turn up. You know what I'm saying? So because I was seeing people out gallery though, but
man, I would see you now on that jump. Then people start taking your hustle. Oh yeah. It would start other dudes was down that joint. Yeah. Drums doing the same thing.
All types of stuff,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? I was like, man, my man Malik started a whole wave that like influenced kids to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
So many people
Friday night
that I've known that I've met that know you, man.
Friday night when U Street lit popping, there's people out there going to the club. They out there working. Yeah. Beating the joint.
We had our own little club, you know what I'm saying? Like cause it was all like it was like a community of, you know, we turning them up outside, they go inside and get some more turn up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so you just have something to go to, and at the same time, it was still keeping what was there before us. You know, that's Black Broadway. So, you know, people street performing and all that around there was there before, you know, before my time. So just that preservation of history and culture, man. You know,
nah, for real, bro. It's a whole wave of like street performers, and if you look back and if you outside enough in the city, you will see like their life. You know what I'm saying? You'll see what they going through. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can tell like, dang, some of these dudes, some of them like really need help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or some of them like is really trying to find their way. Yeah. Young. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, some days I only made like $5 after drumming for like 3-4 hours, just like $5, and I'm like, yo, what the like? But I still just kept going. I would psychologically turn it into a practice, and I would imagine myself on a big stage. You know what I'm saying? And that's what also, I know you asked about America's Got Talent, right?
Yeah.
So I had 3 encounters with them that no one really knows. The first time was around those times when I was like going viral around 2015 or whatever.
Yeah.
I went and auditioned. In New York. I took all my drums, these quints. I had my New York man. Shout out to my man. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. I had him. He was helping me. I brought the speaker. Remember, I used to use a battery to power up my speaker. I used to use one of them little Home Depot jumps. Yeah. The jumper jumps to power up that jump. And I brought all that, and we performed in like this little classroom or something. And I got no call back or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I did all that. I waited in the line like the regular way, like people like you see them showing the long line, people with the number and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that way. You know, I call that the cheesy way because I didn't really have to do that if I tapped into myself like I did. Anyway, which I did, but yeah, we waited long hours. It was cold. You know, everybody, you know, in the waiting zone. Yeah, got no call back from like a little Simon wannabe. No, yeah. Next thing you know, the next year I went viral. 2016. Remember, I went viral with that Timmy Turner jump, and it was like super viral. I was on like Time Magazine, Revolt TV, all them jumps. And then Revolt did like a little mini documentary on me. You know, shout out to Bird because that was from me being around her when she had her joint at
Made in the DMV.
Yeah, Made in DMV at
shout out to Bird.
Yeah, she had her joint at Blind Wino. And Rob Markman was there, and Aaron Simon. Anyway, all that stuff, and that got me connected with Revolt, and it just turned up. Even connected with Designer and Pusha T and all that. Well, nothing really happened because it was just some different little politics back then. But yeah, Pusha T that's bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out him too.
That's what's up.
But yeah, then 2016, like I said, whatchamacallit, they reached out again, but this time it was this dude named Harvey something. He was like a Indian dude. Reached out. They ain't whatchamacallit. The network didn't bite. Like he liked what I was doing. See me viral, but the network didn't bite. You gotta build a little deck and take it to the network. They didn't bite. Whoever he was working with that year did win though. I was like, oh damn. All right, so that's the second time. So the third time is later on. You know what I'm saying? And I got connected through like it's an inside job and an outside job. I ain't gonna say too much, but I got connected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had the content, and you know, they brung it to the network. They're like, "Oh yeah, he dope," and then they got me in there, and that was right before the pandemic popped off. I had just came back from like China and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in China right before the pandemic. I was in Shanghai performing out there, but
performing using these joints right here.
Yeah, I was turn it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, it was just the 3 times. Third time the charm type vibe with the America's Got Talent thing, but
trying to give up though, man.
Yeah. Oh, China, I got flown out over there by my good man K. Man, rest in peace too, man. He passed away. My Chinese man. They had like a drum school out there, and I did like a exchange thing with them over Instagram. And then one day I'm talking to him on WhatsApp. I'm like, yeah, man, one day I want to come out there. He's like, well, when do you want to come out? I'm like, well, I mean, what do you mean? Like this year, let's go. And he's like, well, like which month? We have something coming up. And then I was like, shit, what's going on? He's like, October we have something. Maybe you can perform at our booth at like this big convention, music convention, like we have in California. It's called NAMM. They had their own type of NAMM out in China called Music in China, and they housed me out there, John. You know what I'm saying? For 2 weeks, I was out Shanghai. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was
flight, food,
everything. Yeah, for sure.
Everything.
He was the man out there. Like, they be building schools a day. Like, they got squads of teachers. They learning all our stuff, and they building schools a day. You know what I'm saying? They building, like, they turned up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all my other brothers and sis, melanated brothers and sis on the TV at they jump. I'm like, damn, y'all supposed to be out here cashing in on y'all image right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't already, they working with the company, but I'm saying they on the TV, but the people that book me though. So it's like, it's all about how you talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole.
Yeah.
Yo, I could go on for days,
bro.
but
I love it, bro.
Yo, Malik. So, question, man. Like, what got you inspired, man, to pick up the drums out of every other instrument? You know what I'm saying? Out of every other thing you could do, you could sing, you could rap too as well. Like what, or I don't know if you do, you know what I mean? But what got you more so passionate about the drums? Like what inspired you to it, or who?
Well, so in middle school, my man's Tyrell Willis Holland, remember his whole name.
That's how you know you rock with him.
Yeah, that's my good man from elementary. He was in a band called UTB, like Untouchables band or something like that. It was around the way, type vibe around Mount Rainier area. You know what I'm saying, Queenstown. Yeah, they was cranking. So he was playing a little backyard breakdown beat, and he was playing on a drum set that was gifted to me when I was 6 by my cousins, and he's playing in my grandmother's basement, and he was just cranking it, and I couldn't crank it. I just was like mess around, because this was like before I was 12. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really tapped into the drums like that. I was just tapped in naturally, like from the roster stuff. But yeah, he just started cranking, like, you know what I'm saying, like 12, 13, just bounce beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I want to be a go-go drummer now. So I started just being like a go-go drummer for a minute. You know what I'm saying? All the way from then to like 16. I was in my first official go-go band I said earlier, and so it was go-go. Really like jump started that for me because it was the popping thing. You know what I'm saying?
How'd it feel like?
That was like 11 years ago.
How'd it feel performing with Backyard?
That was like all the go-go bands was like on my hit list to perform with. You know what I'm saying? Like they was all on my bucket list. So performing with Backyard, that was just legendary. You know what I'm saying? Some of them folks know my father from some of them folks know my some of them know my father from Southeast. My father would go by Purple. You know what I'm saying? But some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like these OGs that from that other time, the Black Hole, the this and that, Onyx,
right.
blah, 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 But Backyard was lit, you know what I'm saying? That's why, I don't know if you knew, on my second show that I did on America's Got Talent, I reached out to them to record a Faking Like, they recorded a Faking Like version specifically for me, like Malik be faking like it's not out or nothing. Like I don't know if you know, that was the first thing I did when I had all that fire and I jumped over the drum set. I had on all white. I can't remember. It was the second round, the quarterfinals. But yeah, I introed that with Faking Like, you know what I'm saying, and they recorded in the studio. You know what I'm saying. I connected them to America's Got Talent. You know what I'm saying, and all that. And but I, you know what I'm saying, they giving me a platform just like y'all have too, So any way I can just reciprocate that, it's on.
Oh, they that
straight up.
Yeah, man. I was on YouTube, man. I seen so many so many interviews or meetings with you. Do you feel like Malik.Dope, the drummer, like do you feel like your story has been told completely?
Not at all. That's why I'm talking so much right now.
Respect.
Because anytime I need to do more, long form, like, podcast stuff like this or interview type format stuff. Yeah. Just to because I'm not even Malik.Dope drummer anymore. I'm Malik.Dope. I took the drummer off because I'm just a creative and an alchemist of sound and movement and art, as a whole. So I want to put myself in a bubble. I took the drummer off right before I did I went further into America's Got Talent because I was like, I can't have that drummer getting stained right there because they're gonna put me in just the drummer box, and I had to just let them focus on the name Malik.Dope, and let it be an exclamation, let it be a question mark, let it be a period, let it be all bold. You know what I'm saying? It's a statement. That's why I can book like a higher number as me selling me, right? Not like the job. Oh, we just need a drummer, a drummer. No, it's like you need Malik.Dope. He does drums. He does it's an experience. Yeah. Just like go-go is to us,
Exactly.
So that, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's about branding, man. It's hard. And it still is. That's the whole thing. Like you asked that question, I'm still at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just turned 30 in December, but I still feel like I'm like, I just did my 10 years. I started when y'all see me, I was like early 20s type vibe. So I just did my 10 year, like entrepreneurial. Because that's the last time I worked for somebody was 10 years ago. Home Depot overnight stock.
Wow, that's what's up, bro.
Because that joint was messing my back up. And one night, it's like 5 a.m. I'm just on top of the little orange joint. I'm like,
am I doing here?
Nah, bro. Like this ain't it. Cause I'm seeing people deteriorate that joint. OG, you know what I'm saying? Bless up to everybody else doing what they gotta do to feed their family though. You gotta do what you gotta do. But the dude, you know, my boss then was in control of my hours, and he didn't even train me right, so he's threatening to cut my hours because he said I was slacking. I'm like, bruh, what? So it just felt weird to have somebody like play with your money, like play with your life.
Yeah.
It was just play with your life. You know what I'm saying? He played with my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bruh.
Then it's like if you ain't using what God gave you, you playing with your own life.
Right. That's why I started putting the pedal to the metal on that shit. You know.
Yeah.
And I had a car then when I stopped. So I was like, you know, but like, so I was like, the whole like balance of that is I street perform, make some good money, and it was under the table. I wasn't really doing the taxes then.
True.
But
Exactly.
Street performing, it was my man's one time. We made like a rack. You know what I'm saying? We made $1,000, and he was able to get his spot, like make his security deposit and all that. Cause we dang, it was right here. It was downtown Silver Spring. It was right there at the Majestics, right there in that little blocked off area.
Yeah.
We just turned it up like 6 hours to clean up a rack, and I let him keep like 65% maybe, like, or like we always do 50-50, but I just let him keep like 60% because he needed to clear it for his for his apartment, him and his girl. So we was able to like make some shit shake.
Come on now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're an entrepreneur now, man. So as an entrepreneur, like what are some of the new ventures that you've been involved in? I remember you talked about you got drumsticks coming out too.
Yeah, so my drumsticks came out almost 2 years ago. They sold out. Blessings on that. But they chopped up right now, but they call it the Chop X1. You know what I'm saying? And the Chop X1. This is
on a break.
Basically, you see, I thought you seen some of my stuff.
I never seen it, but once you explain it, and once you coming out with a drum, a drum, I know on some mathematics.
Oh yeah, it's going.
He's coming out with a drumstick that's not gonna break.
Yeah, the anatomy of it. I definitely sat with the people during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And like I designed the whole thing from the taper to the round tip to the diameter to the length, 16.5, every thing. You know what I'm saying? Even the round tip, I remember telling them, I'm like, hold up, make shawty thick. You know what I'm saying? I want the cheek round, all the way, because you can do like a teardrop drumsticks. It's different drumsticks, different sound, different tone, jazz, rock, whatever, right? But I'm like, I wanted to do round, so that way also when you bounce, like I be doing the bounce tricks and it might bounce right on some like physics and shit. It might bounce, but if it's round, you still gonna get the same rebound from whatever angle you're playing on. Because circles have no angles.
Round, exactly.
So you can that way.
But if it's the oval joint,
then it's like it might get eight and different. You know what I'm saying? So that rebound, it's a relationship with the rebound and the bounce and all that. I ain't gonna crush the table, but So releasing that. I have released a commercial, still out on YouTube. I'm about to do another little ad and re-release it. Soon these jumps gonna be like the Travis Scott OG whatever's. They're gonna you gonna see these jumps on StockX for like you know what I'm saying, 3 racks and you be like So so these are a boutique stick. They're not like Howard's Drumline did march with them for homecoming and everything because I had to give back just my alma mater in that way. But this is a boutique stick, so like people that don't even drum get this. If you get this stick again when it comes out, I suggest you just like put it away. Get 2 pair really because it's gonna be worth more. It's gonna be a collector's item. You know what I'm saying? And from all types of stuff, NFTs coming along with it. All types of different things are connected with this. So that's one of the ventures that I'm doing. I'm about to do some more ventures in the later future, like from the now to 3 to 5 years. But a clothing line. I'm not gonna say the name yet because pending, blah blah blah.
I see you got some dope stuff on too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
This is just
Unintended.
Yeah. So my brand, Dope Way, that's my LLC. It first was my like record label type entity, but now it's more a multimedia consulting agency. So from making our own films to making our own docs, whatever, managing. My company manages me, Malik.Dope. You know what I'm saying? I will soon manage other artists later, like whether we're pushing them through just my, my connects that I have to get them on TV, to get them on whatever, like, this is a multimedia agency and consulting firm. You know what I'm saying? So I had to up it because I can't just depend on like the music category so long. Like as I'm getting 30, you know, I'm not old, but I'm like, all right, gotta start like
pivoting.
You know, propagating.
Yeah,
really, you know what I'm saying? The tree's there, but let me cut a branch off and plant that joint there.
Yeah.
Let that, you know what I'm saying?
True. Branches.
While I'm still active, but I break a wrist, I break a finger or whatever, or there's finite on that. You know, so I need to have some other things where I'm ushering in the next things and stuff like that. So that's what you know. That's Dope Way to LLC right there,
right?
And the Sticks. I just also released a platform, a second YouTube page called ChopX1 TV, where that's basically my formula. I know ChopX1 was the name of the stick, but that's my algebraic expression for connecting with the world. You know, like you know, like X plus 1B squared, whatever, right?
Yeah. Right.
ChopX1 TV is like my Nat Geo. You gonna see me doing random stuff. I might be getting tattooed while drumming, you know, and you know, like all types of random stuff, or like, you know, it's about to debut from my trip in Dubai, because I just opened up the year performing in Dubai.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi and everything. So
that's what's up, bro.
I'm gonna release my adventure, like of what I did in Dubai there. I definitely did more than just perform. It's lit, you know.
Definitely.
And yeah, and just the music, man. So my album Light Being is still out all streaming platforms. I just released one music video for the last song, Lifelong Road. And yeah, I'm just getting more into the music, like for real, like putting the drumming with it. Like you seen Anderson .Paak, you seen Travis Scott, you seen Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar. And Chris Brown. I'm borrowing all those energies, you know, but not being them exactly, but like far as like my lyricism, my purpose of my lyricism, what I want people to feel from my story to a general motivational turn up, whatever. Yeah. And while just like drumming and rapping at the same time and dancing and putting on a whole telling a cinematic live story. You know what I'm saying? So I have certain like I don't want to say worries or fears, but certain just gripes about the music industry, and as y'all I've been in it before me. But it's like it's just about adapting and you know, really, because the entertainment could it can give you some depressions, some you know, some up and down, especially when you do it full time. You know, you get more no's, but then when you do get those yeses, you know, they're bigger than but you can get more no's. And so psychologically, it definitely is blessings in the turbulence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know,
number one rule of sales is every no you get closer to your yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So every no, it's supposed to be a test for the resilient individuals to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like God gonna be like, yo, how bad do you really want this? I'm gonna make 10 people. I'm gonna make them tell you no.
Right.
And the 11th person gonna tell you yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if a person quit at 5, then it's like it's really not meant for them to be that. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like when you said it was the consistency that led you to getting certain opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And staying persistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And resilient, building up that thick skin to be able to handle the no's, which can be depressing at times, but it's a mirage in the desert. That whole feeling, it's not really real. Yeah. It seems like it's real, to where as though it looks like it's coming toward us, and we may run toward it. Yeah, but that shit don't be real. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's a storm that be passing. It's like, damn, the sun gonna come out right after the storm is over. You know what I mean? It's like that's how sales and hustling anything is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the as I'm coming to the reality of that in my year, my 30 year, my Trinity, whatever. And this time of me being 30, because some people have different consciousness when they get 30 or 25, whatever. Some people be like, no, I already been through that, whatever. Just in my time, in my journey, it's just like, I'm just seeing like just nature, like nature. Everything has like a nature, like you know what I'm saying, business nature, but they're all connected with each other. The jungle is still just like entertainment business or selling what is the industry of these bottles being sold? You know what I'm saying? It still work. You know what I'm saying? It's still just like somebody on the street. You know what I'm saying? You know, selling the weed, selling whatever, selling a product and service and whatever, right? Distribution and all that. But I'm just seeing the politics that it comes with everything that you're never going to get. It's never going to not be there. So you have to play chess with it. You know, and you can go in this world, you can really do almost anything you want in a certain way as far as like your dreams or whatever. It's just about how much do you want to go deep in it. Yeah. And how psychologically will you like, it's like flying a spaceship into like all the way deep into the water or all the way up into the, you just like, and you have to build your ship right though. You know, your mental, your temple, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build it right so you can psychologically even like stand the rain or whatever, or stand the sunshine,
like
stand all the terrain.
Like
plane gotta handle
like
the
a
turbulence.
mental exercise or a spiritual exercise. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, both, yeah. And physical that's the whole trinity of it. That spiritual and mental, physical, all that. You gotta eat right. You know, we getting older. We gotta put the right stuff in our body. You know, the right content. Right. You gotta put the right algorithm in your body.
It's like everybody should be. I know it's like they put people in boxes of like consciousness or whatever. This, that, and the third. They were like, oh, you conscious, but everybody should be like running toward consciousness or states of awareness or higher levels of intelligence so we can be better people to each other and ourselves. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I think that's really the purpose. You know what I mean? So now we need that. How you feel about like music today? Like I remember seeing you at the YouTube joint and WiLL was there and this, that, and the third.
You was right there.
And somebody was saying something and you ain't really agree with it. You was like, it was something along that lines, the way as though it's like a narrative being pushed in rap, in hip hop.
Yes.
That is messing up our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop used to be the thing from our culture that made everybody know things first. You know what I'm saying? Not only we know what shoes is coming out first, because we the first ones with them on in school to put you on with it. We the first ones in school with the mixtape to put you on to it. We the first ones in school wearing this, that, and the third to put you on with it. Not only that is that hip hop, but hip hop is like, yo, knowing where the world is going and this, that, and the third. So like, being as though that they messing that up right now, the corporations, you know what I'm saying, they're controlling our consciousness with their content that they're pushing through like social media, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a mild state of possession through technology, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
On some,
and that's why,
you know, how you feel about that?
That's why I literally asked the question that I had asked right then. Right, you was right beside me when I said it. I asked, what way can we re-engineer the force that is in it? Because the thing is, there's positive. Just speak on like the physics of it, of the positive and negative, and like, but what we call like the negative is like that kill drill type culture that might be like, you know, affecting our youth and whatever, you know, in the wrong way, or people using lyrics to incriminate us and all that stuff, whatever. The trap. I'm just gonna call it the trap. Like, remember, like just grinding in trap. I came out the trap. Just the trap.
The artistic imbalance, the way as though people was doing nothing but writing about bad shit.
Right, but I'm gonna take away from me. I'm gonna take away bad and good and say healthy and unhealthy, because sometimes the bad or good can be subjective and not so much objective in certain ways, because everybody's living through different filterizations or perceptions about what's
bad and what's good.
Right. So what I said, the unhealthy, I said, how can we re-engineer and protect that force that when I'm just hearing like, I don't know, like when Gucci Mane like firing on it, hey, firing, he killing it though. Yeah. That was crank. Like the way he's saying it, crank. If you just took away and the words didn't mean anything when he was it didn't mean he was shooting at niggas or nothing like that. Yeah. If it didn't mean none of that, and it was just another language that just mean like celebrating wealth, generation wealth, but the language it's English, but it's like, think about if you like speak another language, so you don't really know English, you don't understand English. But I'm saying just imagine it was another language. And
it's like since
the force is there.
Since we done bit from that apple, them other fruits don't be tasting good when it's put like that. You know what I mean? So why you think
That's why I want to protect the force.
Bit from that apple was like, that don't taste good. We want that.
We got to re-engineer. We can't throw that away. Yeah. We can't throw that down. It's heroin in that too. The heroin in the rap, in the culture, is got us addicted. That's corroding us. But what do you do to get a heroin addict off of heroin? You don't take them straight off.
You gotta wean them off.
Yeah,
right?
You gotta wean them off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them that hospital heroin. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them that. You gotta just dilute it down. So you got stuff like that where you see like Toby in
Roots.
No, Toby and Wigway.
Toby and Wigway.
That rap. He's like
he's doing it. He is a good
example
of that.
Yeah.
He is a great example of that.
And of course, like Kendrick too.
I think Big Crit do that good too, though.
But I'm just saying the people that are like still right now.
Kendrick,
like like
Cole.
Yeah, like A-list on that. Those are the people that can do stuff. Can do something about it. Because I'm looking at, but from the city, I'm definitely disappointed in like this some of our music from the city. I know my man's DMV Hoods and News. Like, I'm cool with him. Like he's cool, but just his platform is like that's the highest blog, cultural blog, music blog thing we got in the city.
Right now,
to my knowledge,
right now,
like he should be verified and all that. He should like he's legit for the fact of his continuity and doing it, and he's not telling people to make the music. He's just showing what's out there.
The streets is definitely like that's the platform for the streets.
He's redistributing it, and I'm just saying it just has energy to go higher levels. He should have a partnership. He should be in No Jumper Studio shooting that shit or something for the DMV. I'm saying or something. I'm just saying this is we're not doing business right here.
Yeah.
And the business is with the flow, is with the cadence, is with what you're saying, is with how you're moving, is with which audience you. It's a whole. Everything's an equation. Everything's math to me.
Me too. Yeah.
Spirituality is math to me. Everything
I was just telling somebody that the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, it's an algebraic expression. You can express things numerically, or you can express things with letters as well. But the letters still mean numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the Egyptians, they was healing each other with sound waves.
Yeah.
Like they was losing weight off sound and shit and doing. You know what I'm saying? They was. So these frequencies and stuff, it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see the voice, the frequencies. It's what I'm saying?
You can heal with sound. And you can definitely
kill with sound.
Hurt and kill with sound. You know what I'm saying? And it's sacred they knowledge.
People with sounds.
Yeah, the military got the joke. Imagine the military blaring some loud ass trap music on you in the chair with a big wave.
Let's go back to the mathematics.
Right.
On the scale of the piano, it's only so many scales that you can use.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You feel what I'm saying?
You got the major and minor scale.
And then the scales go up higher, but it's only so many scales that it can go up to where as though we can't hear it anymore.
Right.
Once it goes ding all the way up high, it's still scales there, but why is it not on the piano? It's because we can't hear it, so why even put it there? Same thing with the low tone.
Yeah, the chakra chart, you already know.
Then you start getting dogs that can hear this certain tone and this frequency, but we can't hear it. So it's still things that's out there that affect how we feel. It's like playing a regular piano may affect how someone feels, whether it makes somebody feel happy,
we can
sad.
Look at go-go.
Same thing.
I'm a youngin', so I looked at it like, I remember when I was first hearing like ABM and them doing the slow bounce. And it was lit, you know what I'm saying? It was like, slow bounce, gang. But when that beat slowed, that's like the futuristic rough 'em all. You know what I'm saying? But because I was in the go, I'm using the go-go's too, like before me, whatever, all of y'all would. But I'm just saying, when that bounce beat hitting that, and it's all this energy, it go back to war drums and all that stuff.
I ain't accepted at first because I'm born in '85. I was there when I was young. I was seeing doing in the butt. Like I was there for throwing in the butt. I was young, lit. Like that was the shit.
Right.
So I seen the evolution of it, and to me, that the right when it switched up in TCB and it's like I love it now and I appreciate it now. But back then, it was a little shocking for me, and to see not only TCB come in, but at the same time, the beat your feet culture, you know what I'm saying? Which they wasn't doing that in the Go-Go's back then, you know what I'm saying? We you know what I mean? We was freaking all, but like when it beat your feet, I'm like, hold on. Y'all mixing it up. Y'all doing some New York like type stuff. And like they're forming a circle in the Go-Go now. And niggas
it's tribal. It's evolution. You know what I'm saying?
Popping.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
what I'm saying though. Like, nah, like, yo, like.
It's tribal.
But I come from that though. Like, we were in the 80s, Michael Jackson. We already come from forming circles. And, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael said, we was dancing around. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, we come from that. And like, Robot in the 80s when hip hop was at its prime. Like I was around when Run DMC and LL Cool J was still like, oh, this is still with the best
like
thing in rap.
Like a 14-year-old, like seeing like whatever. Like you're like young.
Nah, I was 5 back then.
Oh, you talking about 5? Oh, you're 5.
Yeah, I'm born in 85.
I mean,
so
right,
88,
yeah,
1990. You know what I mean? About 1990, I'm 5 years old in 1990. You know what I mean? 93. When Tupac and Biggie and Nas and all them come out.
Second grade type.
Exactly. You know what I mean? This is what we grew up off of, but it advanced very fast. And it was a cultural shift fast. I was around to see all the cultural shifts from MC Hammer to NWA to, you know, what they call gangster rap and this, that, and the third. I remember when my grandfather was like, you listening to, your mother let you listen to that stuff? I'm like, yeah.
Secular.
Like, it wasn't cool. We couldn't just listen to rap back then. Our people was still like, whoa, what is that? They cursing and talking about, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, you know what I mean? So, but it did have an effect on our culture as far as like, it spread out different types of consciousness. And when the consciousness spread through record, then the people's character, they got to pick and choose what character they wanted to be through the record. Yeah,
it's systematically too. Like
Jay-Z album come out and we all want to be hustlers and be wild, you know what I mean?
Around that 70s and stuff, 70 to 75 and all that. Yeah. You know, right before crack start ushering in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could see how the government from J. Edgar and all them messed up that side, which it leaks into the neighborhood. And remember, we're going to sing out whatever we are experiencing, and we're going to do, you know, we're just going to manifest it out. So you can see more violence start coming in, too, back then to the 80s, to the crack era, and go-go, crack era, black hole, this and that, all types of, you know what I'm saying? That life, too, the 90s. I mean, like, that came all the way to the 90s, where it's just a whole, like, trail of, like, this chronological stuff where, like, you mix these certain spices of like the drug spice and then the musical spice. And then, like it's a season, you know. Yeah.
Then since we made out of water, we're gonna absorb sound.
We're gonna absorb whatever.
All water does is absorb frequencies and then it's like the ooze they did in what's that Ghostbusters? Yeah. Where the ooze, if you keep talking negative, the ooze is gonna grow out of control, and that ooze took over the whole city. The way the Ghostbusters had to fight off the ooze because there was a reflection of the negativity of the way people was talking. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So we're a reflection of our trauma, our everything. You know what I'm saying? Historically and all that. You know, but with go-go, It with go-go being like what, a little bit older than hip hop at the same time. Like I don't know, I wasn't there, but
I'm just saying like came up around the same time. You know what I mean? But hip hop went corporate. Go-go's never went corporate. Go-go was like still is the brother of hip hop, but they come from the same forest.
They definitely do.
You know, hip hop left the forest and like moved to the city, and it's like he doesn't even recognize a tribe no more.
I think because hip hop was able to become more. Hip hop was able to like adapt to more things and be utilized. Because go-go was certain beats where hip hop has more beats. Go-go has some good beats, sockets and bounces and all that, but it's not translating it. You know, we play very like polyrhythmic beats. You know, polyrhythm is when you like you're doing one beat on one hand and a different beat on the other. Like you're going like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going like, everybody's not like, that's some futuristic neo jazz crazy stuff that we're playing just on a bounce beat. A socket is more like jazz, like you're just putting the snare on the 2 and 4 or whatever. But hip hop, or it's just it could just be different beats.
Yeah.
It can the organism of that.
Because Q-Tip and sampled all the jazz and then all the samples from James Brown, all the samples that the West Coast took from Roger and Zapp, Parliament Funkadelic and Bootsy Collins and shit like that. Those three is the West Coast sound.
I got a random story about Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton. So one time they performed at Howard Theater, and I knew George Clinton's daughter, and they asked, I guess like said it was cool for me to like just come backstage or whatever. Yeah. And I had my snare on me. The joint got down, and I was performing on stage with them when they was whatchamacallit, when they came.
George
they
Clinton
let me jam back there, and his wife, she had a camcorder. They didn't tell me to stop. They just told me to stay back there, but you can jam though. They you know what I'm saying. But that's random shit, like random ass. Like I just perform with Parliament Funkadelic.
Wow, bro.
That was dope.
Random.
Who the biggest artist you work with? What you would say?
That I work with?
Yeah.
When you say work, like I perform with or
perform or work with, or it's like the biggest artist.
I mean, I perform with Swiss Beats. I perform with Mike Will, Made It, and Ray Strummer at a Rap Caviar and 2 Chainz at the Gold Room in Atlanta.
Dope.
But when I'm performing, I'm doing my snare. Like I'm in the mix with them. I'm still performing with them. Yeah.
Gold Room is a club. So
yeah.
In the club.
Yeah, that was after Rap Caviar. Yeah. That was a little. That
was dope, though.
Erica, I didn't perform with Erykah Badu, but like she had booked me for her birthday party, and that was crazy.
You played for her.
I was just on the lineup. She let me have my own set.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was on the set. Willow, the other artists, JD Beck and Domi.
That's dope.
I even performed with Dave Chappelle after that. Like I was just drumming with him. That was in Texas. That was at the Bomb Factory, and that was 2018, before the pandemic. But one time I got on stage with Meek Mill when he was doing Hold Up, Wait a Minute. You know what I'm saying? But I just got up there. It wasn't like they asked me to. But and Queen Africa, Tony Rebel. You know what I'm saying? That was the big Jamaican artist, Rebel Salute, big festival. But yeah, it's been some folks. I'm probably missing something. WiLL.
Oh yeah.
WiLL. South by Southwest. I performed WiLL. I performed with him another time. Yeah, it's been some good people.
When you've been putting your stuff out there, right? You've been getting out there off the internet. The world been getting to know who you are. Different producers and artists. Did any producers ever reach out to you like, yo, let's get in the studio and do something? Any big producers that you never thought you would speak to? You're like, oh snap, for real? You want to get in the studio?
Back then, I wasn't so much positioning myself like studio. I don't want to say studio worthy, but I wasn't positioning myself like I was doing the snare. I was branding like this same image that you have. Like you have an image stuck in my head, me drumming and dancing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to have that character or that energy stuck there. So I was branding that more. So I do remember. I wish I had a better answer then. This is after performing the Gold Room. Mike Will, we driving. He's driving because his other people, his driver or whatever, they pulled off because after Ray Sherman on them, everybody just dip off quick. They don't stay on the scene. They had to get in the Sprinter. Everybody, Right. He had to drive me to my hotel personally. This is my first time seeing the stars in the roof. I didn't even know that. Like it was before it was major trend. Yeah. He had a AMG Mercedes crazy Jones C some class and the stars in the roof. I just remember I'm like, yo, what is it? And he driving really fast. But I remember he's asking me, he's like, yeah, so like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, damn, I wish I had a better answer for him at the time. But I was like, I want to be like the most littest drummer type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying shit like that. But cause he had me and I think he had this artist Ears in the car. He had an artist named Ears that's on Ear Drummers. Okay. But I I was just younger, you know what I'm saying? I was like 24, 25 or something, or whatever. So I didn't have the answer of like how to create something from that question he asked me, because he was at that time he's asking me like, you know what I'm saying, like nigga might want to either take a chance with me in the stew, and, you know what I'm saying, get me in the mix or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was, you know, it was that time, you know, a producer asked me something like that, and you know, it was that answer, you know.
Did you find the answer today? Have you found it today?
Oh yeah, and this time, yeah, I definitely have it. But it's like a lot of even Pusha T, you know what I'm saying, asked me stuff, you know what I'm saying. Even one time he reached out to me to even try to sign this other guy, you know what I'm saying. And I felt good connecting. He just DM'd me and then he called my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I just came from Pure. I think I just came from one of your events or something. So it was still like me, early day Malik though.
Yeah.
But I had came from like a Pure Joan or something, and he called my phone, and he like, yo, what's good, Malik? I'm like, yo, what's this? He like, it's Push. I'm like, Push? Because I'm just like kind of woke up a little bit. So I'm like, Push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll meet you at Pure or something. He like, this Push, bro. I'm like, Push who? Like, Push, bro. Remember, yeah, if you would have known it, you would have like, oh, that just Push. What's up? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, who? Push. You like, Pusha T, nigga. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? Like, what's up, man? Yeah, man, yo. Cause I had DM'd him my number a minute ago, just cause he like probably noticed me on the Instagram, something to show love. Cause he always be showing love. But yeah, man, he was just like, yeah, man, like, dude, you just posted on your page, cause that's when I was sharing more people on my page. I stopped sharing people on my page cause I was giving out so much energy. I had to like focus on Malik. Cause I was just everywhere drumming. Oh, I'm drumming here, I'm drumming there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I had to like turn my price up by going like scarcity mode. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just remember I was like, damn, it wasn't my time, but I was just like, damn, he just tried to sign because it's good music. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, like, you know what I'm saying, off my DM. You know what I'm saying? Dude even did a Funk Flex interview, shouted my name out, whatever. But I'm just like, damn, my time ain't yet. I wasn't like what, envious or anything. I felt like it was a win for me to even be a connector like that, even though it didn't go through. But yeah, just like, I was like, dang, I need to I don't want to keep being potential though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so different time I've been asked and I didn't have the answer then. I didn't have the answer with Usher. You know what I'm saying? Either. You know, Usher saw me on Instagram, reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? Tapped in. And this is a fucked up part. I missed the opportunity to perform with him in front of 17,000 people because I missed my mega bus. So he came here when the new museum opened, the New African joint. You know, they had like a special premiere, and I like basically stalked him on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I seen him on the story. I'm like, oh lit, oh shit. I'm like, I'm gonna meet him. You know, because I DM'd him, but he like somebody else working his Instagram. He just walking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, I'm about to go. I caught the train and everything. You know what I'm saying? I told my folks, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go meet Usher. I was just talking to him on the DM and all that, but yeah. Cause he was like, yo, what you doing? I got a show in New York. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I'm about to like get the turn up. It was at Barclays, you know what I'm saying? Damn. It was at Barclays. I missed the opportunity to perform at Barclays, and I had to watch 17,000 like glowing lights, Usher headliner. It was the Power 106.3 or something like that. The music junk, like
radio station.
Yeah,
Power 106.
Yeah, 106.
It was
that was me on Bad Time Management. And so yeah, they ended up paying me and everything. That was random. I just got like a little stipend, but you know, I didn't know. But I was just back there with everybody. I'm seeing everybody from Wiz Khalifa.
So you still got there?
Yeah, I got there the next day. I mean, no, I got there later, and I missed the sound check.
Okay.
And
so you couldn't perform because you missed sound check.
Yeah, they on like protocol mode. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't rehearsed into the part. Yeah. I would have probably did like a quick little vibe, because this is when he had Ayo and Teo, you know, rolly with a dabber. He had them on his Sauce tour or something like that when he was had the No Limit, baby. Yeah. And that master beat.
Your joints would have had to get mic'd up and all that.
Exactly.
Like, and it was run through that.
Yeah. So I missed that time as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. To be honest, I also just missed another opportunity recently. I'm pissed. I'll just say it because like it's fucking. I was supposed to open up for Flow Rider. You know what I'm saying? Like and yeah, missed it through some email things, man. So like with the business stuff, sometimes you might miss something like just trying to do a bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what happened. You know, if it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. But I'm saying time management. I'm just speaking for anybody that might listen to this or watch it. Yeah, got to be on your time management because, yeah, I missed a bag and to open up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but
I'm also managing myself too. It's like I'm doing my own PR. I get myself on TV. I get myself on the radio. I get myself on wherever. So I give myself the props, but you gotta like. I'm in my partnering mode, like trying to partner with the right energies and stuff to to keep business flowing. So yeah, it's getting better, but yeah, man, I've been reached out different times and not had answers or missed opportunities, like I'm saying, but more always come again. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did the Apple Carnegie joint. I performed it on the Apple series.
Okay.
And at the Apple Carnegie Library, the new joint. You know, just got into different stuff happening. But yeah.
Did you mention what the answer was today?
Oh,
like,
the answer today.
Like what's the answer? Like the producer pop up to you. What's a big producer, man? For real. Yo, Malik, what you trying to do?
I'm trying to get on the record ASAP.
Right.
I'm trying to get on the record, lyrically and production wise. I spend time like trying to formulate where I want to go, how I want to manifest it. If I catch that net of preparation meeting opportunity.
Yeah. What's next for you? What Malik.Dope got coming up?
I got a new song coming out soon. New music video. Some more shows. Some stuff be like private. Stuff sometimes like private stuff. I don't really market the private events.
No doubt. I'm
more trying to like, and I'm gonna be doing more live, of course, content always for my things I tell you about, business ventures, and just trying to get more hard ticket sales, trying to go that route, and attracting a fan base to venues. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And selling shit out. I'm selling out Fillmore. I'm selling out Howard Theater. I'm trying to sell out my hometown places first, for anything, all the way from Songbird to, to whatever theater, to whatever jump. So I'm bringing it different.
You can do it, bro.
Yeah, it has to be done. It will happen.
Yeah, you will do it. Yeah, you will do it. Definitely.
It would happen. But yeah,
that's what's up, man. Well, tell them people where they can find you at. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people where they can buy the product at and all that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, just type my name, Malik.Dope, on Google. We syndicated like that. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. We real live doing it. My SEO popping. No, for real though. Well, type Malik.Dope on Google, and you can follow all my social medias at Malik.Dope. Some of them might say a little different, like Malik.Dope or Malik.Dope _ for Twitter. But yeah, everything is Malik.Dope. All you gotta do is just type me in on Google. And my website is dopeway.com. It's under construction right now, but just leave it in your thing, dopeway.com. More music coming soon, visuals coming soon, drumsticks coming soon, clothing line coming soon. I didn't say this, and I'm just saying short, but I've been working on a video game as well. And so I'll be releasing a video game in the next 1 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It's gonna be lit too. It's gonna be open world video game for my gamers, because I'm merging everything into a game. I got a character named Michael Light that some of y'all already follow, but Michael Light is my AI artist / alter ego. He's on his way from the other realm, but he is coming to the metaverse, to Web3, period. And even, we got some different performances. I'm gonna bring them on the stage, holographic, crazy hologram stuff. Like, it's coming, man. We getting crazy with the tech, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thank y'all, man, you know what I'm saying, for just having me.
No doubt.
Lions Paw.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to make sure that, we document and get the stories of the process so the people watching can know. Bro, trust the process. It's all about the process. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? You know what the tortoise in the head said. You know what I'm saying? So, my man, I seen him from the bottom, and I seen him go all the way up to the top like a beanstalk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what it's about, perseverance, and he's a walking example of that. Gotta applaud you for that, bro.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, man. And I feel
fact,
good
bro.
receiving those flowers from your garden. Don't
Definitely.
be receiving everybody flowers. Sometimes they'll give you some weeds wrapped up in a bouquet or some shit.
Exactly.
And then give you some poison ivy. You can't accept everybody flowers. And the last thing is my motto for my brand Dope Way. Do what you love extremely right now. That's all I got to say.
Hey, real quick, before we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, in your perspective,
Right.
what is the how do you see the DMV music scene out here right now? The view of the culture right now. How do you see it?
I see we got to unify, and then we got to solidify how we're trying to make our presence known together more in that way. But also, we got to, I'm not trying to tell people not to be themselves, but you got to be brandable and you got to have like the etiquette to like, that's why you just got to travel. You got to get out
You
the
gotta have
DMV.
mass appeal, like my man Guru said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have
Mass
mass
appeal,
appeal.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's a good word.
Shout out to Nas. You know what I mean? Shit. Mass appeal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have like.
I did want to ask y'all a question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know we about to wrap it up, but
Good. Yeah.
how do you feel about the Long Live Go-Go Mochella situation in the Coachella?
We just had Yada up here, and I feel as though it's a good way to bring light to our fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coachella, I don't know them for helping anybody do anything.
Right.
You know, I know them for having people on their platform, which most of them, I guess, come from our community. You know what I mean?
Just culture
And
vultures, same old.
they extracting value and putting the value in their pocket. They're not extracting value to put it back and multiply and the value where it needs to go to like help people. You know what I mean? So any establishment against something that's for the people, like Long Live Go-Go, you know, I got to stand for the people and with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm with that on that side. How you feel about it? Too?
So, I mean, I saw it as like a new age protest, man. I saw it as, this is the musical protest that we needed for these times. You know, we haven't had anybody speak up, and we've had people that speak up, but musically, it's different. 'Cause it's like you coming at a whole community. You know what I mean? When it's a bunch of people talking, like we said this on the last interview that we did, but when there's a bunch of people around it,
Right.
and the community and the people are behind it, you can't stop the people.
Yeah.
You try to stop one person. You
Right.
see that one person talking, but the whole community, you can't stop it. You gotta
Yeah.
listen to them. You're forced to.
Yeah, the reason I asked that is because I fully agree with all of that. The only part I don't actually agree with is when you just got like trademark and, conflict of interest, infringement on marks type energy. Because it's like eliminate black and white culture from it. Just think about, if I'm using, Uptown XO and something that's familiar, like that's your name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your trademark, your copyright, your whatever you got under it, in your protection of your IP, your intellectual property.
Yeah.
Just on the basis of law that it exists, not
Yeah.
he black, he white, that's bro, that's not bro, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he shouldn't have continued with Mochella, the name. Because the people name, I've been rocking with him since, it was first just picking up steam for real. Like I had just came back from South Africa and I was performing with Yachty when he was at the Capitol doing the protesting Trump at first. You know what I'm saying? I literally got off the plane from South Africa and I was vibing with him.
Yeah.
But
the people named it Mochella. He didn't even name it Mochella.
no, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying when you let the people just the people sometimes.
Yeah.
They not like lawyers or something. I'm a person, I look into trademarks or something. I'm not saying I know everything. I look into it. I'm
you're
like,
right from that aspect, but from our aspect, it's like we go back to that thing where people can say what they make up their own definition for what is good and what is and
no,
what is
but I'm
bad,
saying
you
no.
know what I mean?
I'm not even speaking from no personal or good or bad or healthy. Well, I'm speaking from the unhealthy and the healthy part, right? But I'm saying the unhealthy part about it is that you going basically if you like on some nonprofit vibe or on some like I'm saying different energy with it. This thing was amassing income. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta think about it on some business stuff. if this entity is creating income, I done seen some T-shirts, I done seen something, even if it's Long Live Go-Go T-shirt, Mochella Energy is funding that. You know what I'm saying? So you blessings on it. I'm not talking. I'm just saying, look, you showing that we can see that some money is attracting to this entity. Yeah. And so if I'm Coachella and I'm a black man that founded it or whatever, I'm still like, yo, bro, like, chill out with that. Like, chill out with the Chella name. Just call it Mo Liddy, Mo whatever, for Mo City. I don't know, Mo City Fest. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever, because I think he can have a festival. It was a festival. It was a protest and a festival, you know, and it's everything.
It could be called something else, but I think it's good marketing. And I also say that
I just don't want him to like lose money and momentum off of the energy that he's, you know, he's putting good energy, and he's made historic change for go-go in the futuristic aspect right now too. You know what I'm saying?
We got a holiday, we got a day, like it's the official music of the city. We getting acknowledged in a way that we wouldn't be acknowledged because of what he's doing. So in that regard, for me, it's like a family member who, you know, this is my family and or my friend, and I know my friend may do some things that I don't like. I'll talk to him later about that. Right now, I'm fighting with my friend.
We can't excuse that in our culture, even bigger than this sometimes, only because that's like Free My Mans, even though he just like killed 3 dudes, like type shit. It's like,
all right, if people gotta die sometimes, and it is what it is.
No.
But
I'm saying,
you know what I mean? I'm saying everybody don't know the details of why they died. What did they do?
No,
they just know that he did this and da.
I'm saying, if your friend, if we just know, this is in a theoretical thing, you just know that your friend shot and killed these people over like maybe a street beef or something. Yeah, you know, it's still wrong that your friend took that person's life. You know what I'm saying? Even if he was defending himself, you know, he was in that field having to go through that, and then you saying Free My Mans, he just erased somebody's grandbabies or somebody's son, daughter, whatever, you know what I'm saying, from the planet. But, you know, so that's like, I can't rock with the Mochella name of a Coachella thing. I can't support that part. I support the culture representative part aspect of it. I've been a part of it. I've been with it. But on the legal thing, it's like, why would I go to fight something where these people literally have the legal trademark and the legal right to their Chella thing? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Me personally, I would.
It's like
I wouldn't speak about.
It's fighting to lose.
I wouldn't speak about publicly what I disagree with. I may disagree with some things my brother do. I'm never gonna publicly speak about it. I'm gonna keep it to myself because I don't want to add to the fuel of fire to people that's trying to oppress us. If he's fighting an oppressor, then I'm have him in that context.
We gotta correct our brothers and sisters though
behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And not. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like what you're saying is we need to be a little bit more responsible when we
this our research.
On our entities that we're putting out there, because it can be chopped down depending on what level we get it to. So this was called I don't know, something else, MTV, you know what I'm saying? Corporate.
That's why it's culture over corporate, you know what I mean? Because we're always going to put the culture over the corporations. Coachella. Listen, we're going to take y'all names. Because y'all took from us so long.
No, but I'm saying
we're going to take whatever we can take from you guys. Because y'all
slightly disagree in that way.
They took the air conditioner. We had a patent for that. Y'all took the cell phone that we didn't have the mind to get a patent for. Y'all took the street light that we didn't get a patent for. So we're going to take as much as we can.
But I'm saying,
to those who don't understand,
they have a law system that we abide by. And once we do it that way and start trying to break shit, what happens?
I feel what you're saying,
we
bro.
get locked up, and it takes us back again. And then what they do?
No, we're not gonna get locked up when we do it like that. We're just gonna put things into perspective.
I'm just saying this is because this is the talk I've been having with other like people, like you know, like that's really conscious like y'all. Like I can talk to y'all not thinking I'm not making sense. Y'all hear me, you know? And I hear y'all for sure. Yeah. But when you like say you know the blueprint to like finesse like or like get the bag or like get some generational wealth. But you just doing it ain't even the win for real. Like, say with music, right? You say, man, I can't do the streaming platforms with Apple and all that no more. Spotify, they give me pennies, 0.009 on the dollar is crazy.
Right.
I'm going to do it this other way. Maybe a La Russell way or something.
Right.
You might win and set a path, just like La Russell did, but it's not a totality win for us as a culture if we all don't do that. Because then it's like you're like I can't live it by myself, because it's like you got the big megalopolis corporation, Apple, Facebook, whoever, that's doing this. They run this streaming shit like this, and everybody's house nigga in here. So you got to get the niggas out the house. If we all run, on some Garveyite shit, or some whatever. If we all get out the house, because we in Master's house. It's just called a corporation now. You know what I'm saying? It's still, you know what I'm saying, Master.
Except go-go, which is not. That's why I love our culture so much, because we are the genre of music that the corporations don't have all of their hands in it like they did hip-hop and exploited it and have made something that we created a weapon against us. They can't do that with go-go. They're not going to do that with go-go because it's just not meant to be.
They got a spirituality in there that just ancient.
It's an ancient spiritual.
Ancestors.
Exactly.
But we just got to do our research and, you know, because I'm with what you saying, like, more than not.
It ain't took from Dapper Dan and
I'm
all.
just
Y'all
saying,
done took everything from us.
But I'm saying,
we're going to start doing the same thing.
You can't literally fight that fire with that same fire that they did on us. We have to play chess, and all of us, nigga, they monetize every expression, everything of us. They monetize what we like, man, stop killing our babies. That's getting monetized on their network. They monetize the music on the sound waves and whatever. They built the machinery, even the dollar. So it's their dollar. It's their whole system.
What you're saying
so we have
is
to be smarter and go.
What you're saying is this, because if we're already in their system or under their umbrella, in hip hop, and this is what I'm saying too, in hip hop, we have to know the hip. We got to be aware, and then we have to put it into action. That's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We have
the information.
Once we do that,
people are scared.
We got to become the leaders of the information, so that we can have a black Bill Gates or a black Elon Musk that's that powerful with the culture to have some say so, because these guys are making the laws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These guys are making the technology that actually changes the laws. When the Uber app came and everybody downloaded to their phone, the laws had to be passed first for them to run with the taxi people and this, that, and the third. They had to pass laws. The union in the taxi was beefing with the laws. Okay, Uber and Lyft, now y'all can go ahead and get y'all money. Then when Tesla got his driverless cars on the road, it's different regulations that got to be passed. So the law changes as technology advances. So the soonest we can run and start creating the new technology, we will actually control the law.
It's strength in numbers.
It's a fact.
It's strength in numbers.
We got to work like that.
It's strength in numbers.
Yeah.
We got to do more nepotism. We got to, get, be more conglomerates more. We got to have meetings, private meetings, you know what I'm saying, and public meetings, whatever. We got to show that power and unity as far as this, the melanated folks or the oppressed folks, because some white folks that's growing up poor. If you poor, you black, almost, because I don't believe in the skin color black all the time. I'm melanated.
We have all races. We have all races.
Yeah.
Under all so-called races, because it's one race.
But so it's really a class system of lower dwelling and upper dwelling.
Exactly.
You know what
classes.
I'm saying? So what I'm saying, but we are $1.4 trillion buying power, like working up. So we are $1.4 trillion streaming power, $1.4 trillion factory power, whatever we want. Yeah. We're not broke. We're broken up and not. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not connected.
They're only measuring that buying power is because they've reprogrammed us from being cultivators to consumers. But we used to cultivate the land.
We taught them the swag of everything.
Now we just overconsume based on what we taught and put them on to. We were the innovators of technology.
If there was 100,000 people doing what LaRussell was doing,
and
I know we got to go, you know what I'm saying? 5 more minutes. Cause we got to talk about this stuff. But if it was like 100,000 to 1 million people doing what LaRussell was doing, or other people, 19 Keys, Ernie Leisure, different people like that, Dame Dash Energy, all types of, I'm just naming the people I'm just, I still see doing stuff and leading these talks. It would cause it's strength in numbers, but the numbers ain't gonna lie. The math ain't gonna lie.
This is the math I'm doing on that though. Yeah. When you look at school, it was only a few 4.0 students, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you look at the best, it's only going to be a few that really obtain that, you know what I'm saying? When you look at the valedictorians and this, that, and the third, and the best of the best people, it's always going to be diverse when you look at the best. but it's not that many. Most of the bulk of the people, 3.0. Even more people, 2.0. Even more people, 1.0 that failed. Then it's more failures and dropouts and people that are being produced in this day of time because of the consumerism and capitalism and this, that, and all that and the third. But look, part 2, y'all. We gotta. I don't want to cut it short, but we got another interview waiting. You know?
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad to the other interviewer, man. But yeah, shout out to bros, man.
Part 2. We got to get a part 2 on this joint. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I will be doing more. I know I'm talking, but I will be doing more to give to the community. I did have my Scumway concert last October at Shaw Skate Park. I partnered with DOES. This is my first concert outside. I had different performing, and it will be coming back again this year. Probably around the same time.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And but culture over corporate.
Culture over corporate, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Culture over corporate.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Malik.Dope. Let's get it.
Hey.
Culture over corporate. XO, baby. Dave on the beat.